Hey girls, Jamie here. So the last couple of weeks I've given you some fun fashion DIYs. But what's the point of looking stylish if you don't have a place to show it off? So this week I'm going to rock out some room decor inspiration in order to help you throw the perfect party. Get ready as I show you how to make your own decorative yarn orbs. Let's do it, girl. For this project, you're going to need some yarn. Choose white for an elegant themed party like a fancy family event, or neon for a dance party, or spring colors for a post-prom party event. You could try out other thick string here like hemp or cord, but I think that yarn works best. You're also going to need balloons, scissors, craft glue, cornstarch, petroleum jelly, rubber gloves or paintbrushes, a bowl and a whisk, and a needle. You're also going to need a workstation that can hang your balloons, as well as old rags, towels, or even a tarp to keep things clean. You could use a ceiling fan or a hook in order to hang your balloon from the ceiling, or you can find a horizontal pole like a shower curtain rod or a clothesline, or even a balancing broomstick across two chairs. All right, I've been yarning to do this all day. Let's get crafting. The first step is to blow up your balloons to the size that you want your orbs to be. I'll blow up one balloon all the way so that you can see what the finished orb will look like. Otherwise, I prefer a ball shape to a balloon shape, so I'll just blow up my balloons halfway. Step 2. Once you like the shape of your balloons, hang them in your workstation. Using some additional yarn, tie your balloon stem to your hook or horizontal pole. It's very important that the balloons don't touch each other or the tarp underneath. The next step is to cover the balloons in a light layer of petroleum jelly. You can throw on rubber gloves and use your hands, or just use a paintbrush to keep things clean. The petroleum jelly ensures that the yarn's not going to stick to the balloon later on. Step 4. Once your balloons have been jellified, it's time to make your magic orb mixture. Fill your bowl with a bottle of craft glue, 1/2 cup cornstarch, and a 1/4 cup of water. This is very similar to my paper mache tutorial, where the point of this magic mixture is to make sure that your materials stiffen once they dry. So the exact measurements of cornstarch to glue to water don't necessarily matter as so much the consistency of the mixture, which should be less watery and more thickly. Okay, it's time to glue your yarn to your balloons. You can dip portions of yarn into the glue, squeeze out any excess, and wrap it around your balloon, or you can place your yarn onto the balloon and apply the glue using a paintbrush. I recommend wrapping around the balloon in even segments vertically, and then mix things up as you switch to wrapping horizontally. If you're having trouble navigating the yarn, you can always cut it into strips and then lay them over each other around the balloon as opposed to wrapping, but I don't think it creates as neat of a look. Feel free to wrap around the balloon until it's almost entirely covered, or if you're like me, leave bigger gaps so that more light can pass through for a whimsical effect. Either way, once you like the look of your yarn pattern, cut off your end piece and place it near the stem of your balloon for a clean looking design. Step 6. Once your yarn is in place, the next step is to wait. It's super important to let the mixture dry completely, otherwise the yarn might stick to your balloon and it's going to ruin your orb-like shape. Now you can let everything dry overnight, but I'd really recommend walking away for a day or two if you have the patience, which I do. See you in 2 days. And by that I mean 2 seconds. Yay for video editing! Anyway, the final step is to deflate your balloons. Using your fingers, push on the balloon to detach it from the yarn as much as possible. Poke your balloon with a needle so your structure forms all at once. Okay, I don't know about you, but for me this is like the scariest part. Or you can take the cautious approach and slowly deflate the balloon, which will ensure that the yarn separates from the balloon as it shrinks away. If you used a lot of glue, you might have extra glue chips at the end when you pop your balloon, so just scratch them off and you're good to go. Just like in my cardboard light video, you can transform your orb into a lantern by adding a hanging light, or go old school and just hang them from the ceiling the way that they are. You can also place big orbs on the floor as a walkway towards your party, and small orbs on any tabletop or shelf space. Accent them with string lights or by placing them next to electronic candles. Decorate them by gluing on little butterfly or flower decals. Make them a centerpiece by gluing together different sizes and colors of orbs in order to make a hanging bundle or a wreath. Or you can use primary colors of yarn and then place those orbs into a cute little basket or a clear vertical vase in order to make a cute table display. Orb! Stop watching me talk about what you can do and go and do it, girl. What type of yarn orb did you make and what party did you use it for? Tweet me at Jamie Petito, Instagram me at HeyJamie, or just tell me all about it in the comments below. We did it, girl. I'm Jamie and you're on Gurl.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Answering your orb questions. Do you really have to make a magic orb mixture? Well, no. I mean, technically you can just use glue and see how it goes, but I really do recommend using the cornstarch and water because it helps to stiffen the string on the balloon as well as to help separate it from the balloon once you pop it. Is adding a light to your yarn orb going to be a fire hazard? No, not if you're careful. Just make sure to use fluorescent lights, which are generated by electricity, and stay away from incandescent lights, which are generated by heat, and you're good to go. And make sure to turn off your light every time you leave the room, which is what I would recommend for all your lights all the time. Yay, environmentalism. All right, you guys, I'll see you next week.